Hey guys, hi YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. Got some iced espresso. Just came back from the DMV. Oh, I'm so glad to be done. Let's talk about this video. So there was a video that went viral where you see this woman who is in a wedding dress going live on, I think, Instagram or TikTok. I don't know where she went live, but she's pretty much drinking like crazy, crying. She's like just going through it. And in the comments, a lot of women were really supportive, and I really love that, because they were telling her, you know, she needs to just get up, like go through it, but get up and really fix herself up and just try to get, you know, therapy and all that stuff to get through it, because you could see how sad she was, and it was heartbreaking to watch. And in the video, you know, you see her just going through it, and then she starts talking about some things that she has dealt with, like trauma, like she mentioned that her mom had not been there or something like that. And she starts talking about all this other stuff that came up. So this video was really great because it just made me realize that when you are, as a woman or even a man, when you're in a relationship, never think that everything is 100% perfect, that nothing can ever go wrong, nothing can ever happen, and blah, 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 blah. Because there's times that people have walked out, for example, in their marriages, people that are broken up when they didn't expect it. You know, people just like doing certain behaviors that make you just go, you know what? We got to divorce. We got to go. We got to leave each other because this is not working out. That can happen to anyone. And I believe every woman has had a moment where they cried over a man. Every woman has gone through that at some point, whether it was when you're younger or when you're older. At least you've gone through it at some point. You know, I definitely went through it. So the video was really sad to watch, because as she's going through all of this, you can see that this marriage and this wedding meant so much to her. And for me, there's nothing wrong with, you know, a marriage meaning a lot to you. That's how it's supposed to be. Yes, marriage is something very sacred, very important, and like for, you know, for whoever is in it, right? But the other thing is, when I decided to look her up and see her TikTok, and in the videos I saw her basically centering this man. She felt like she had met her soulmate and everything was so perfect, and she just keeps like centering him in so many of the videos. Every post was about this man. So for me, one of the things I could say as a woman is, no matter how everything looks good, everything's perfect, you cannot center a man to the point where they become your whole identity. Yes, I'm married. I love my husband. He's amazing, and I say that, you know, some of the videos I posted about him, talking about how amazing he is. But also, I never sit back and just be like 100% think that he would never do anything, or that I would never do anything. You know what I mean? You're in the moment and you're happy and things are great, but never just be so wrapped up in something that you don't even sit back or kind of reflect and say, oh, are we really okay? Are we good? You know, this is why it's important to have conversations about things, because when you watch her TikTok videos, you can see there's so many red flags that were on there, that she centered this man so much. She thought that this man was perfect and this was the soulmate, while the other guy, when you look at the guy really in a lot of the videos, you can see that he was just not in it. She's posting all these videos, she's wearing like swimsuits, they're having vacations, and a lot of times she had to pressure him to kind of be on the videos. And one of the person left her comment saying that it's because you always force him to be on videos. That's why, one of the reasons. So she just really was wrapped up in this marriage and everything like that, that I don't think for a moment she took time to really ask herself, you know, is this really going well? Is everything okay, really? A lot of things look forced on her TikTok videos with this guy. And one of the things that I loved is one of these coaches said that, you know, usually men that do not like you, do not want to be with you, will always do a lot of stuff to annoy you so that you realize it and pack up your bags. And in so many ways, this guy's literally doing that in a lot of videos. This guy was giving her all the signs that he just not was in it. And she just kind of didn't even care. It's like, oh, I'm posting this, I'm posting that. So pay attention to your mate, even after a couple of years of marriage. Pay attention to the behaviors and the things they're doing, and really see, are they for you? Do they really still love you? Do they still care for you? Because for me, I can look up to 8 years now with my husband. I look, and he puts me first every single time. If I'm not okay, he wants to figure out what's going on. Why am I not happy? What happened? And anything that comes up, he's trying to fix it still. So these are like little check-ins that I do, and I say, you know, and I ask him, are you okay? Are we okay? We have conversations every single time that we can about what's going on, what's happening. As far as like, you know, taking care of kids, we talk about all taking care of a kid. We talk about that. So we do check-ins, because you never want to be somebody who's just in the fairy tale, just caught up in that wedding and marriage and so much that you don't even ask or you don't even question anything. And then one day you just wake up like you're super surprised, like, oh my gosh, I didn't know this and this was going on. Because you could see this thing really hit this lady hard. I mean, she was so emotional and just beat down, like, wow, you know, here I am telling women about this and this about marriage. And this whole time, this person had been cheating on me. This person doesn't want to be with me. And you could see her just broken down. And people trying to lift her up and just saying, like, get therapy, get help. And it's almost like she didn't see it coming. And so for me, I feel like you never want to just be in a fairy tale. Just be realistic that you don't know what anybody's capable of. Every single day, you don't know what somebody's capable of doing. Somebody could just wake up one day and say they don't want to be with you. And they pack their bags and say they want a divorce, no matter what you try to do. So you always want to be okay. And also, another lesson that I really learned from this is please take care of your traumas. Take care of the things that you're dealing with. Because, for example, we found out that her relationship with her mom was not the best. A lot of stuff happened to her when she was younger. And so when she saw this guy, she grabbed him quick and was like wrapped up around him, because this guy was making her feel some of the, you know, being complete in some ways. She was like so distracted with this guy that she forgot that, oh, I had issues to deal with. That now it's like she held on tight to this dude, even though this dude was giving all the signs that he didn't want to be with her. And it's just like, you always want to take care of the inside and make sure you're good mentally, so that if somebody says, hey, I don't want to be with you anymore, if somebody packs up their bags, you're still good because you already worked on your inside. You know what I mean? Things can happen every single day. Somebody can want a divorce. Somebody can want to break up with you. But if you're good and you took care of all that stuff that you're carrying around, it doesn't matter. You just kind of go through the grieving process and get yourself up, you know, and go about your life and do whatever you need to do. But when you get so caught up that you don't even take time to look like, hey, you know, I have traumas, I have issues that I haven't worked on, and this is why I'm clinging on to somebody that pretended pretty much for almost 6 months to be this other person that he wasn't. And then later on, he was already like, got what he needed and wanted nothing to do with this lady. So the whole thing was sad, but I feel like we can learn as people, as a woman, that you never want to be wrapped up that much into someone to the point where you forget that, hey, you need some issues that you have to take care of. Her crying and talking about her mom was not there, this and this happened to her. These are some of the stuff that she should have been taking care of way back before she even got married to this person. Because that's why she clinged on so tight to this guy.